Behind me is my attempt to not blend in with the background for a change. Black on black on black. But yeah, so I've been struggling to make this video, and I think I will break it down a little bit. As you can see, I already did one eye, and I figured I would make the video of me going through step by step doing the other eye, so that you can see what I'm doing, why I'm doing, and I can kind of talk my way through it as I am doing it. And that is going to be my honest effort. What I went ahead and did before my eye is lay down foundation with some powder and concealer. That's my base. I put that down. That can be a whole separate video, so for the sake of being short and precise, I am just going to do the step-by-step on how I did this day look. This is a look I would normally pick for like an everyday, quick, easy. I do like this because I wear glasses, so having a little bit of a thicker liner will help that show through my glasses, but it's not so thick that I have a closed eye effect and everything's gone. But yeah, let me talk you through on this eye how I did it. Like I said, I laid my base down already, and I will be showing you what I did with my Tarte, so reflective and shiny, Maneater Volume 2 palette. Now, why I picked this palette is because you can see, oh, get that fucking mirror out of the way. You can see that it's more neutral shades, which I like for day looks because I am blonde hair, blue-eyed, light-skinned. I do better with these warmer browny pinks, and that is what I tend to look for in an eyeshadow palette. And I also look for a fair share of mattes and lack of shimmer. This has my happy median, don't really know which one it is, but this one has the happy in between. So I will take my Morphe M441 brush, which is kind of fluffy, and I will take my Meow. Look how professional I am. And I will generally just tap this right below my eyebrow, and that is a matte shade because I don't want anything too shimmery. And I'll kind of just do that until it looks even with the other eye. Now, I left this eye to do on camera because it is more hooded and downturned than my other one, so I figured that would be a good demonstration eye. Then I will go in with my Morphe M514 brush. They're both fluffy. This one's smaller than this one. So I just laid down Meow, and here is when I will go in with Purr, medium shade. Always tap off the excess. And I will actually start from my outer corner. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I will tap that in. So if you think of your eye as thirds, this third is on one side of your iris, the center, and the outer third is going to be on the other side of your iris. So that's where I tap Purr in, that outer third, and into that crease. I'm gonna blend it. Now, the blending, you can do circles, which kind of buffs, right? Or windshield wipers, which I call my click and drags. That kind of moves the product more while this blends, so you don't have harsh lines. So I will bring that down to my lash line, outer third, up into the crease. And what I like to do is look straight on into my mirror, put it in my crease. Now see, because I'm downturned, you can see that this is the, I could poke myself in the fucking eye. you can see that's like the highest part of my eye, right? So my crease is going to be similar. So I never take that above the crease here. I just kind of go straight out from it. Blendy, blendy, blendy. And because if you're slightly hooded, you're gonna have to bring that above the crease. So the trick there is never putting the color higher than your crease. Instead, you're gonna be blending it into the crease and then above. Brush angle is important. In the socket, you'll see professionals kind of do this to blend it up and out. And I just blend until I'm satisfied. Always start light with color. You can add more. Taking it away is really not an option. So then what I will do, if I want a little bit more dimension, or to push that hood back, so the dark will kind of push it back, right? I'll go in with, say, color Saucy, so if that's like my medium shade that I just used there, I'll go with a little bit darker, the fuck? I've been in quarantine for way too long here, folks. I'm like forgetting how to talk right. Whatever, I'll go in with Saucy and just dab that a little bit. Tap the excess. And I will not go as far in with this shade. I'll stick more to the outer part in that crease and just above the crease. And blend it into that other color. Until I get that shape of an eye that I want. That way I have a little bit of color barely coming in and enough color over here to create more of an almond looking eye. Now I avoid putting shimmers where I'm slightly hooded because it draws attention to it. So again, I keep dark matte colors to kind of push it back. Saucy again. Darken that outer corner. And blend. And then I will go back in with my first brush, the M441. I will dip it a little bit into Passion, that lighter color there. There's something in my fucking brush. Just a very little bit, fluffy. And I will tap that on where my eyeshadow colors meet that first shade. And I will buff out any harsh lines with that color. And then I will go in with my little one, the M514 again, and I will take the color Lace, which is that shimmer, just a little bit. And I will only put that on the inner third of my lid. I'll tap it on and bring it down into the inner corner. Blend it up into that crease a little bit. Again, that inner third. And that is how I put on the eyeshadow. And before I go in and finish the eye, I just wanted to discuss, without having to focus on application, why I picked the colors that I picked and why I put them where I put them. So because I have slightly downturned, round, slightly hooded eyes, I have like every fucking eye condition, shape, whatever in the world, I find that I like the mattes because they don't call too much attention, they don't shine and reflect and pick up on light, which just like enhances features that you're kind of trying to hide. So what I want to do is put shimmers where I want my eyes to get the most attention, and that is going to be the inner third, because it makes it look like I have more of a lid and it calls more attention there. The placement of the eyeshadow with like the darker colors just above the crease and on the outer third of my eye makes it push it back, right? So you're kind of hiding that hood, hiding that downturn, and it keeps it above. I put nothing below, which gives you a little bit of an eye lift, and that is why I'm choosing the colors I choose and putting them where I put them. Also, picking the colors, drawing off of my natural features, will make it look a little bit more realistic on my skin and not like a fucking clown, basically. So for eyeliner, I have been using the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. Now my day looks, because I have blonde hair, blue eyes, I always choose brown eyeliner. It looks more natural, it just does. And brown mascara. So this is waterproof, which helps because of that slightly hooded area. It doesn't transfer up into my fucking skin, and then I just look like I leaked paint everywhere. I really like this because it helps make application easier. It pulls nicely and smoothly over eyeshadow and other products, and it has a very fine tip point. And you can't really fuck it up too much, but I mean, you really can, just practice. But this is what I really like, and it's affordable. So what I focus on when I'm applying eyeliner is, for me, I have enough lid space. If you have really limited lid space, I can do a different video on that. But again, I try to keep the thinnest line possible on this part of my eye, and I keep it thick on the outside. So you can see here, I never made it thinner because I'm downturned. I like how that pulls my eye up. I like the boldness through my eyeglasses, and it just kind of helps balance my eye shape. So this should be a lot of fun applying this on camera, and I'm not going to do too much talking, I hope, as I apply it, because this is something I still struggle with, but here goes nothing. So yeah, I already have to talk. I don't normally start on the inside of my eye, I start on the outer. So the outer part is like from middle out for me. I find where I'm like blocking. I find where my eye is its highest, and I start from there. Now, light feather strokes are easy, and okay, so my number one tip for eyeliner is anchor your elbow on something and rest your pinky on your face. You are gonna be so much more stable than that. The other thing I recommend is going in straight or down. When you go up, you're not getting that application right at the lash line. You're getting it above, it gets thicker, it gets worse, and then next thing you know, you might as well have just fucking painted your entire eyelid with your eyeliner color. And you look fucking stupid. But shake it, start it. Anchor, hopefully on a table, I'm not doing it. And rest your pinky. You can see that I kind of tap when I do it instead of drag. Tapping it gets it really close to that lash line. And this is definitely one of those things that gets easier as you practice doing it, I promise you. This is awkward silence, maybe. Yeah, see, I can't even do it in the camera, but that's fine. That's where I'm resting my pinky. Does that look even? Pretty much. Good enough for me. I say that and then I go do more, right? Oh, the one thing I would say that helped me immensely with eyeliner application is if I remember that my eyes are sisters, not twins, right? So if I'm trying to make them like do exactly the same thing, I'm probably gonna fuck it up. So I've had to really learn quit while I'm ahead. If I can only fuck it up, then I stop. So right now, I'm such a lady and I'm so polite. So for now, I'm just gonna stop there. My foot's asleep. I'm sitting on my feet. I can't afford a chair. Yeah. So the next thing I will do, because I like a thick lash line and I don't like that weird separate, like you can see where your eyeliner and your lash line are separated. I hate that. I take the NYX, this is my little stub, Professional, I think it's called Slide On. Yes, it's their waterproof crayon, pencil, whatever. And I like the pencils because I can sharpen them to a fine point every single time and really get up there. So what I do is I tight line. Again, rest that pinky. Open wide and really push that in. To that lash line. And this is waterproof, it really slides on nice. Again, this is affordable. So my trick is, if you have a hard time getting your inner, look outer. It helps you get in there. And if you're having a hard time getting the outer, like the opposite way, so just like the opposite fucking way, I guess. And I'm like going crazy with my eyes, but yeah, tight lining makes those lashes look thicker and less fucking clowny. And then make weird faces while it dries for a couple seconds. Now, the other thing I like to do, and not everyone needs to curl their lashes, but because I'm slightly downturned, the outer lashes for me get really straight. So I have a habit of curling these fucking bitches a little bit. And this is about to look crazy, but I get really close up in there. And because I'm downturned, you'll see me go this way. I give them a really couple good presses close to that lash line. Work my way out a hair. And then I actually push it into that socket a little bit. Crazy shit. And I let go. Now, my mascara, I've been using the Voluminous Lash Paradise by, I believe, L'Oreal. Again, in black brown. So this gets a lot of ratings online, and it's not my favorite, but I use it anyway because I don't hate it. My biggest concern about this for most people is there's a lot of product, but I will show you how to use it safely without it getting everywhere. Again, if you have very heavily hooded eyes, just get waterproof fucking everything to minimize that transfer. But the number one mistake I see people making is not wiping off the fucking product. And this shit, you have got to wipe it off. There is so much product on this fucking wand. Now, I do not like those plastic ones. I prefer the more bristly, but for my eyelashes, that's that. And this really is a lot of product. But I always look down, get really up into that lash line again, anchor anything with your pinky, wiggle, pull, wiggle, pull. And I focus, so because I'm downturned, I focus on getting most of the product here in the center of my eye to draw more attention forward. And before that dries, I always get it on my lower lash line. I will just take my fingers and pull that off. Because it's a day look and I don't want to look too made up. I really want to just keep it all on the top of my fucking eyelid, nothing below. Dry, dry, dry. And then if curling, set malfunctions. Curling sometimes takes away some of that product. And I will just go in and do that again to freshen that up. And right about now is when you could use some finishing spray if you're into that, setting spray, whatever you want to call it. I don't always use it. I don't really know why. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I haven't found the right one. I don't know. But this is my day look.